I just filmed this entire video and then my camera died and I lost all of the footage. So this is take 2. Hello. So who else is super pumped that 2020 is almost over? Cause I am. Except it is the year that I got engaged, but you know, it's fine. So before we get into this video, and I'm sure you know what the video is based on the title, but basically we're going to be talking about my most used makeup of 2020. The products that I just reached for again and again and again, couldn't get enough, will have to buy replacements. That's today's video. So before we get into it, make sure you're subscribed before you leave. Give this video a big thumbs up. It helps me out. And then you can follow me on my makeup related Instagram. All this stuff is always down below. Let's dive right in. 2020 was an interesting year for everyone. I think it was really quite the year. But in the case of makeup, for me, it was the year that I discovered cream blush products and other cream products, but I really got into cream blushes. So let's give some honorable mentions. We have the Fenty Cream Blush in the shade Petal Poppin'. It's just like a beautiful pink. I have the Flower Beauty Blush Balm, which I've had for a while, but this year was the year that I really got into it. This one's in the shade Pinched. And then I have the Ilia Beauty Color Haze Multi-Use Pigment. And this one's in the shade Before Today. So I really enjoy all of these. Highly recommend all 3. It's just the year, I don't know. I just really enjoyed it. I'm wearing, what am I wearing right now? Oh, I'm wearing this one right now. The Fenty one. Just super into it. Really enjoyed it all year. And that also brings me to the cream bronzer obsession. Look how much I finished of this. Isn't that insane? That's crazy to me. I know it's a mess, but this is the shade Butter Biscuit. I use this almost every day, if not weekly. It's so good. I'm wearing it right now. It blends out like a dream. If you put too much on, you can blend it out. The shade I really like. And I mean, can I really say anything else? Because I've talked about this over and over again. If you haven't tried it yet, what are you waiting for? Because it's really good. Let's go to foundation products. So there's 2 foundations I want to mention because I feel like they did get a lot of use this year. It's the Bite Beauty Changemaker Foundation and the Wander Beauty Nude Illusion Foundation. For the Wander Beauty, I have 2 shades. I have Fair and Light, and I mix them. And then the Changemaker Foundation, I have the shade L30, which is a little bit dark, but I still wear it. But these are just really beautiful on the skin. They're just smooth. There's no problems. I get a little bit oily throughout the day, but that's not like a big deal because I get oily anyway. So really like those. And then 2 concealers I want to mention. The Kokie Bee Bright Concealer. It's so nice. This is, I think, the shade Light. I don't know. And then I wanted to mention the e.l.f. Hydrating Camo Concealer. This is the shade Light Peach. Just, this one's like $6, and I don't think Kokie is super expensive either, so they're both probably super affordable. I just really liked both of them. The Kokie one I was using like exclusively for like 2 months as foundation. It's just really good. And then the e.l.f. one I've also been using as foundation as opposed to concealer. Super good. Love these. Primers. So I've been using the Tatcha Silk Canvas one again, but in 2020 I really enjoyed the liquid version, and I don't have it anymore. I had like a sample, and I actually got a bunch of uses out of the sample, but I used it all up, so because I liked it, and I just haven't bought it. So maybe for Christmas I'll get like Sephora gift cards or something and buy it. But I've been trying to use up the solid version, but I really do like the liquid version better. It just smooths out your skin. You don't have to put makeup on top of it. It looks really good with just you and your skin and the primer. And I just really enjoyed it. Another primer that I didn't really enjoy but I used a lot of was the Milk Hydra Grip Primer. This gets a lot of hype. I don't really understand it. I've never just been like, oh, my skin looks perfect with this primer. I just feel like it interacts with foundations weird. So I've just never been on board with it. It's like hot and cold. So one thing that did surprise me this year that I never thought I would really use is a color corrector. So I've been using this Tristique color corrector. It's actually a concealer in the shade Bisque. And on my skin tone, it looks like a little bit orange. So I use it to color correct under my eyes, like to get that purple. So something about this is really nice. I should try more of their stuff and see if they have a concealer that's in my shade and maybe actually use it as concealer. But I've just been really liking this as a color correct, and it just surprised me. I don't know, I surprised myself. One thing I'm super proud of using is this highlighter. It's actually in my Finish 4 by Christmas project that I'm doing on my Instagram. Christmas is in like 2 days, and I wanted to finish this pan, but I'm obviously not going to because I slacked. But I'm really proud of the progress that I've made on that. Another like highlighter is this Hollywood Flawless Filter by Charlotte Tilbury. I've used this so much. I'm going to do another swatch because I did it in my first clip and then that got deleted. So here we go. It's just a really beautiful, I use it as a highlighter. People can use it as a primer, or just like, I don't know what else you would use it for aside from those two things, but you know, I'm sure people could figure it out. And yeah, I really, really enjoy this. I've been using this like almost every day since May. I'm really surprised by the amount that I have left since I've been using it every day almost since May, but I'm just really happy that that came into my life because I'm really enjoying it. Another product that I'm finally finished, and I've been using it for so long, but this year was the year that I finished it. It's the Smashbox Primer Water. I think it was like about halfway when we started the year, so I went through about half this bottle. This is really, really nice. It's not like my absolute favorite. Like, I'm not gonna immediately go out and buy it, but I do really enjoy it. I think it makes my makeup look really nice. Primer waters and like spray primers I'm not like super obsessed with, so I probably won't repurchase, but I literally had this for like 3 years. It's one bottle for like 3 years. I'm not even kidding. So I'm finally done it. I really did like it, but I won't run out and repurchase right now. Let's move on to brows. So there were a couple brow products that I really enjoyed in 2020. The Tanya Crooks Brow Gal Brow Convertible Trio thing. It can be a pomade if you wet it. I always use it dry. And then I also have the Joa Beauty brow pencil, which I got through like Influencer, and I've just really been liking it a lot. It's very, very similar to the ABH Brow Wiz, so if you're looking for a dupe, I got you. I've talked about this a lot. I've talked about all these products before, but just really, really enjoyed them. Eyeshadow, I don't know what my most used eyeshadow would be, but this is definitely a contender. I use this quite a bit. You can kind of see all the divots that I've made. I think ABH powders are super easy to pan too, so I don't know how much is like, you know, kick of versus me actually using the palette, but this is just one of my all-time favorites and I'll continue to use it. Another thing I want to mention is the Prismetal Chrome Eye Mousse in the shade Chrome Galaxy by JCat Beauty. You can find these at Ulta. I've talked about them before, and they're like $5, so I really got some use out of this. Look how pretty. Look at that dip too. You see that? And how pretty it is? Love it. I've been using this bronzer a lot too. It's the Ofra Bronzer River Duo. It's the collab with Samantha March, and I got this through Octoly. I only use the matte side because I'm just like not a shimmery bronzer kind of gal, but the matte side is really good, so I wanted to honorably mention that. And I think this might be the last category, but lippies. These were just the lips that I've been using a lot lately, or a lot in this year. This is the Bella Pierre lipstick in the shade Incognito. It's gorgeous. The formula is perfect. It's such a creamy, creamy formula. In addition to that, I have the Pillow Talk shade of the Rosé Kiss All Day from Physicians Formula. And then I also have Pillow Talk from Charlotte Tilbury, which I got for my birthday and have been using like monthly ever since. So I really liked these products this year, just like that tone. I just kind of stepped away from liquid lips and stuff, and like really bold colors, and just kind of went with more natural makeup this year. That was like the theme. I know right now I have like a full face of makeup on, but I think if you look at my other videos, I kind of went more natural towards the end of the year, really only using concealer and bronzer and highlighter and like just really natural looking products. So I think that that's everything. Yeah, Alright, so that's everything. So thank you so much for watching. I want to do my least used makeup products this year, so let me know if you're interested in that. But yeah, thank you guys for watching, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!